What is up, YouTube? Welcome to a full day of eating. This is part 2 of the grow season. We did a grow season from July to December. We were supposed to do a show in June, but we're not doing a show because of what happened to my back. So now we're doing a second grow season. And I'll be honest with you guys, this is the hardest grow season I've ever done in my entire life. Maybe because my mindset was locked to do a show in June and I changed the date. So now trying to eat food in general, my body's like out of it. Literally, if you would ask me to fast for 42 days, do the world record, I'll probably do it without being hungry. It's a fact. So today I'll just show you everything that I'm eating. I'm not eating as much as before because my stomach just can't handle it at this point. We're pushing the 250 right now. I'm as fat as I've ever been. I'm as big as I've ever been. So things are going good. So let's get to the full day of eating. So for meal number 1, I only filmed the shake that I was gonna do and the eggs. It's too early in the morning, so I really don't want to talk to the camera that early. So what I did is one shake, 100 grams of oats. And then afterwards we did 150 grams of mixed berries. We did 3 eggs. And we also did half a scoop of isolate protein. For second meal of the day, we got the bodybuilding meal. We got 300 grams of white rice and we got 150 grams of lean meat. The reason why I'm at 150 grams now is just because eating so much protein as I used to do before, it made me full to a whole other extent that it made me just like hate my life. So at this point, we're eating less protein. I'll be honest with you guys, right at this point, just drinking water fills me up and then I'm just like, I'm full for the whole day. But we gotta lock it in because we got a pro show to do in a couple of weeks. So we gotta make sure we're utilizing the food properly so I can grow and be a good pro. So in this meal, I also have 10 grams of olive oil. Usually in the plan, it's supposed to be cashews, but with the coach, we did say okay to olive oil, just because this can make my meal a little bit more moist. If it's moist, it feels a lot easier to eat, and olive oil is super healthy for you if you get quality virgin oil. So something that did change from the last grow season is the salt that I'm using. Now I'm using Celtic sea salt. This has just much better minerals inside of it. And also the pink salt that we are taking, if your pink salt isn't really high quality, it's not really the best thing for you at this point. Just the way that it's manufactured today in China, it's not really the best. So Celtic sea salt is actually extremely good for your body and it tastes really, really good. In terms of eating my food at this point, I gotta let myself being hypnotized by something on the iPad or something. I have to watch something. If I start talking to my wife while I eat, I just talk because I really don't want to eat. So I'm just talking and talking. Time flew by and you're like, I'm late for my other meal. I gotta eat this meal, digest really fast, eat the other meal. So what I've really found is finding something like an anime or something that isn't really too hard, because if it's too interesting, I'll forget to eat and I'll just watch and I'm like, I forgot my meal, and then time flows by and then you gotta, you know what I mean? So at this point, if you're really not hungry and you really gotta eat, find something that is really, you know, entertaining to a certain extent that you can just put your mind and just eat like that. I know I'm only doing that because I'm focused on my goal. I know it's kind of stupid for 99.999% of the population, but that's what we gotta do to grow, baby. Boys, the pre-workout meal, most important meal of the day for me. 1, because it tastes amazing. 2nd of all, because you need your carbohydrates to fuel your workout properly. So stick with me. What we got here is cream of wheat. Usually it's cream of rice, but we're out of cream of rice. So if you can digest properly wheat, go for it. We're gonna have some peanut butter. Make sure it's the best peanut butter you can find because you want quality things in your body. We got isolate protein. I got biscuit et crème. If you're French, you know exactly what that means. Exactly means that. Either I'll use raw honey, or like we're in Canada, I'll use the sirop d'érable. Sirop d'érable is really good also, but I do prefer the taste of raw honey. And just make sure you have quality honey, because honey can, as always, I like to eat it at least 1.5 hours to 2 hours before the workout, because if you're digesting during the workout, it's gonna be a shitty workout. If you feel like you're gonna vomit during a workout, you're just not timing your food correctly. Also, you wanna have a nice carbohydrate source, as I always say. You want a little bit of healthy fat in there just so you can get a more steady glucose spike. And also you want some protein, make sure that it's easy to digest protein. That's why I just go with this. You do Greek yogurt, you can even do a full meal. Do whatever works with you, but just remember to have all those tools before going to the gym. So during my workout, I am using carbohydrates. Now I will use 50 grams of Penta carbs, and I'll be adding 15 to 10 grams of EAA. And also I'm using this pre-workout right now for my pump. I will also have 50 grams of carbohydrates post-workout. So during my ride back, I have 50 grams of carbohydrates with 1 scoop of isolate protein. As we just got back from the gym, it was a beautiful back day. So once the workout is done, jump in my car, put the carbohydrates and 1 scoop of isolate protein in my shaker, shake as much as I can, and I slowly drink the shake. Then once I go home, well, after the shake is finished, 1 hour after that, it's time for the big post-workout meal. So the post-workout meal is 300 grams of white rice. But my problem is eating the meal after that. Meal number 5 is pissing me off. So my goal is to eat as much rice in this meal, so I can subtract some carbohydrates in the other meal. It's not the best equation, but meal number 5 is just not working right now. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to put 450 grams of white rice this meal. So meal number 5 is just gonna be 150 grams of rice, which is a good deal for me. All right, so the goal right now, I'm really trying to get 450 grams of rice. This rice, jasmine rice, is really moist right now. The more moist your food is, the easier it's gonna be to eat. In this meal, I don't have any fats as well, so no olive oil to make it easier. I'm gonna try 480 grams of white rice. In terms of meat, I am utilizing the extra lean ground beef, just because the taste is so much better right now, as it helps me eat my food and enjoy the process a little bit more. I know a lot of you might think like, why don't you just eat cheat meals and get this over with? And I used to do that way back in the past. I used to eat McDonald's. I ate McDonald's every day for 9 months when I started working out, because I didn't know about health. You know what I mean? Once you start something, you don't really understand. You're not aware of anything. You're just aware of eat big to get big. So the more you learn, the more you know, the less you want to eat processed food. And this is where I'm at with life. I'm trying to be as healthy as possible, because bodybuilding is not the healthiest lifestyle. So my goal is to be as healthy as I can, so I can utilize my sport and not die at 40 like most of them. The final product, right now I am using this sauce. As a bodybuilder, you'll pretty much use a sauce and just change it over and over again. This sauce has 70 calories in it, which is pretty high, but in a growth season, I don't really care. You'll see that there's 8 grams of sugar, but if you look at the ingredients, it's actually... Je sais pas spé.
T'as rien dit encore.
I don't care, but I would care if the sauce would be bad for me. So if you look at the ingredients, the most important thing that for me that I need to check is the oil used. Because if they use a sunflower seed oil, which is most of the sauces use, this will create inflammation. It's not really good. So what you really want to see is extra virgin olive oil. Also the salt that they use, this is sea salt. This is very important because it's table salt. It doesn't really react well with the body. Also, you got to make sure that it's all organic things in there. And if you look at the ingredients, it's beautiful. Also, the most important thing to look at if you look at the ingredient section is the first thing that they put on is the #1 thing in this. So this is water. I'm down for it. If you look at sauces that taste super good, just look at the ingredient for a second. Just take some time. You'll see sugar is right up there. This is just organic stuff, so it's really, really, really good. But if you really want to learn 5% more on what you put inside your body, just turn around, you'll see the ingredients. Always meal number 5. What we got here? Salmon. Meal number 5, usually we like to have a fatter protein source. So either salmon, which is really high in omega-3, which is very good for your health. There's a long list of reasons why omega-3 is one of the best supplements you can take. So eating salmon, you already have your omega-3 at a certain point. So in the other meal, I managed to eat 480 grams of white rice. So in this meal, I'm only gonna be eating 120 grams of white rice. Right now, it's already 9:41, and I got this meal and another shake. So it's pretty much like, if I wake up too late, I eat my meals too late, then I go to bed late, and then I don't have enough sleep. So it's like a weird pattern, a weird kind of prison where I'm stuck, that if I eat too late, or if I talk to a client too long or something like that, everything gets pushed back. So it's like either my sleep's gonna get attacked, either my digestion's gonna get attacked. So I gotta make sure everything is on point or else it doesn't work really well. Usually back in the days I used to be hungry, this used to be a piece of cake. Right now it's not. It's the most challenging growth season ever, and we're making sure we're doing it properly till the end. Probably one of the best moments of the day, giving food to your dog. They love salmon. How long can she stay? So we got one jumper and we got one who stays tall. How long can you stay for this? Okay. There you go. This is Axel from the future. Forgot to film my shake last night. So last meal of the day is a nice shake. We got one sexy banana. We got 70 grams of oats. As you can see, I love to blend my oats. It makes it easier to drink. If you just put your oats in your shake, it's kind of annoying to drink. Just blend your oats. And we're gonna use this beautiful Yummy Sport ISO protein. I like this flavor just because with the banana, it tastes just amazing. It goes down the belly really perfectly. So this is pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching the full day of eating. We are 30 weeks out from my first pro competition, so it's going to be the pro debut. It's going to be the 24th of November. I'm really excited for it. So right now, as you can see, like I'm really a bit tired with food. I'm not even eating that much. It's just that my body just doesn't want to eat anymore. I got 15 more weeks to push. After that, I'm gonna be in heaven. Calories are gonna be dropping. We're gonna look shredded. We're gonna look nice. And then we can see the progress that I actually did during this growth season. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next one.